Somebody done told you wrong, punk. It's on.
All I know is trap. All I know is trap. All I know is trap. All I know. All I know is trap. All I know is trap. All I know is trap. All I know. All I know is trap. All I know is trap. All I know is trap. All I know. All I know is trap. All I know is trap. All I know is trap. All I know.
What's wrong with this? Yo, what's wrong with this boy, man?
Live from the 215. This is Trap episode 22. I'm Geechi here with Chise, Davi J, and Robbie motherfucking Chise. What's good, everybody?
What's up, baby? The one and only. What's up? Talk to me, my man. Yeah.
Davey.
It's like a dickhead.
Yeah, my man Robbie Chise back in the house tonight too.
Finally.
Yeah, finally.
Tell everybody what you got going on though too, Rob.
I ain't got shit going on. I ain't got shit going on right now.
Your future endeavors.
But I definitely will be back on the episode when I got some shit going on. I got some shit brewing, but it ain't nothing to talk about right now. So we just gonna move on.
Man, my nigga got shit bubbling, man. Y'all niggas is acting crazy. No cap.
Dave, tell them what you got going on.
Man, I ain't got shit going on.
Come on, man. You about to shoot a video.
Now the nigga who do got shit going on don't want to talk about it.
I ain't got nothing going on, man. I'm just working, man.
He about to shoot a video of his song called "The Bitch Trying to Fuck Me for Shoes" or something. What is it called?
He started drawing. He started drawing.
What's the name of it? It's the bar.
Groupie video dropping soon, right?
It's the bar in there.
Yeah,
That's
the
it.
groupie video is done. Put out a
You got a song called "Groupie"?
Yeah, that's a genre. That's the first video I'm dropping. That video done.
Oh, word. That's a good genre.
And yeah, dude, but just gonna keep following
He
him
being
up.
modest. He got some shit in the tuck too.
Oh man, we all working here.
We all working, yeah.
They gonna hear it. They gonna hear it. So.
Oh, but yeah, like I was saying, I do want to like I said, I want to give a shout out to my man Ant from Solid Guys. You know, he's bringing awareness to the black community for you know, as far as health wise. You guys can check him out on all social media platforms. That's Solid Guys. Ant works at Chat on Chew right now. He works there. That's another black owned you know, that's an establishment. Anything that's anything where, you know, black entrepreneurship, you know, I support for sure, and I'm definitely riding and dedicating that to them. So I told him I'd give him a shout out for sure. So hopefully happy. So
Shout out Ant.
for sure. Speaking of that, what's you guys out like? What's your thoughts on this whole fucking Popeyes chicken sandwich epidemic right now? How y'all feel about this shit?
I feel like every fucking Popeyes is like a fight waiting to happen now and shit. Like
Niggas was rumbling, right? Over a fucking
It's been a couple. Like it's been
over a
couple
sandwich on some sesame seed bread.
Cause you know niggas they running out of pickles and all this other crazy
Right.
shit. The chicken they frying the shit so fast they can't even keep up with it. So now some of the shit coming out, you know, uncooked and all of that shit. You bite into it, it's pink in the middle and shit like that.
Right.
So motherfuckers is coming back and snapping on the coworkers. And the coworkers tired. Like it's pictures on Instagram and shit. Niggas sitting on benches like I can't take this shit. It's like motherfuckers is getting killed, man.
He said they getting killed over chickens. Ace, you had one though, right?
Yes, sir.
How did you like it, dog?
It was alright. It's not better than
Did you get any Did you get any
Not better than Chick-fil-A.
Did you get any condiments on it? Like, is it a dry sandwich? How the fuck? What is it? Like, describe it.
It's not dry. It's
Which one? I had the spicy John. Which one did you have?
the spicy John.
Spicy John.
The spicy John.
Yeah.
It was
Come with like spicy mayonnaise and like pickles on it, like some type of spicy sauce and like pickles.
So you liked it?
Yeah, it was good. I'm not gonna lie.
It's just not better than
Yeah, Chick-fil-A spicy John is too women, bro. Chick-fil-A John heavy, bro.
crazy. Hold on.
Popeyes is
My
a
man said, hold
very
on.
good John. Though.
Stop coming to Popeyes, cuz. Y'all need a sandwich? Ain't no more sandwiches. Not in here, bro. Ain't no more sandwiches, cuz. Alright?
God damn, what the fuck?
Come to Popeyes. Deep tweaking, bro. Asking for mad sandwiches, no pickle, no mayo. What the? Four sandwiches for? Stop. It's all good, bro. Them sandwiches, bro. I ain't doing no more sandwiches.
Yo, he edited his curse words on social media.
Nah, I think the repo's good.
Oh, word.
Ain't no more sandwiches, cuz. Alright? Straight like that. Don't come to Popeyes. You vegan, bro.
That's fucked up though. Like, cause like imagine
million.
going to Popeyes for like going there not trying to get the sandwich. You gotta wait in line for all these. You know what I mean?
I was there. They said, "Yo, how many people? If you in this side,
They
if you in
segregated?
line, if this side, if you for the chicken sandwich, this side, if you for the other chicken." The whole line didn't move to the other line, bro.
That's bad.
Bro,
crazy.
yo, drive-through lines was just cutting in the middle of the street.
Yeah, cause you right. You live right around the corner from
I'm right, yeah. So like when you go
from Popeyes.
I'm walking around and I see
niggas was
and
getting
you
smart.
see the niggas in line and it's the drive-through, like the drive-through pack. Motherfuckers is coming out into the almost into the McDonald's park. You know what I mean? Like they going like it's crazy. Motherfuckers rapid can't get by.
Sandwich, bro.
And the line inside is
Social
outside.
media, dog.
Look, it's a line outside, and it's a lady that I guess she couldn't get one. She got kicked out, some shit. So she out front like, Popeyes still Chick-fil-A's recipe. And then she tried to make like get them put out of business and all of this crazy shit. Motherfuckers in there really arguing with her like, bitch, shut up. I'm like, yo, motherfuckers is tripping over this.
Over a sandwich, dog.
And shit, mixing, getting fucked up in there.
Yeah,
and all
niggas
that.
getting their ass.
Yo,
whooped.
over a sandwich. Like it's crazy.
Shit is
Niggas
ridiculous.
talking about they sold out.
Bro.
What you mean?
I was on IG.
Right.
I was on IG.
How?
You know you can't believe everything you see, but I saw a flyer, right?
Mm.
It was a real club. I forgot the name of the club. It was in Dallas, Texas, bro. This shit said $12 with your $20 entry, and with every entry free a fucking chicken sandwich from Popeyes.
Yeah.
And they was sponsored and all of this shit.
It's sponsored by
I
Popeyes?
swear to God. On the flyer, I swear to God.
Get a free chicken sandwich.
I seen niggas was selling them Jones on the street. Niggas was copping them,
drawing.
selling
Yeah,
them.
niggas was
Wait.
Niggas was reselling the
Niggas
sandwich.
resold what?
Niggas was reselling the sandwich.
Bro. And they stepped the price up. Niggas is paying $20 out here for these chicken sandwiches.
Yo,
Niggas
niggas
was
was
copping like 8 at a time.
yo,
bro.
niggas is real life hustle men out there. Like hustle men.
Niggas reselling them in Popeyes.
Remember Martin was like, he was like, well, hustle man got he got chickens for sale.
They all ran outside.
They all ran outside. Real shit. Yo, that's just like,
At this
yo.
point, bro, is it really like the chicken? Is
it's the hype.
the sandwich that good, or is niggas
That's
just
what
wanna
I'm
be a
saying.
part of the moment?
That's what we was trying to
Media is
decipher.
crazy.
Right.
Social media is crazy. I said it. Obama, Meek, Black Panther, fucking, and this motherfucking sandwich. Black people came together like more than ever for
Right.
all this shit. Like,
Yo,
I
they
don't know
really-
which one is more.
They really
That's crazy. That's a good point though. That's a good point.
It's ridiculous. It's like everybody want to be a part of the moment. Where you put Wendy's in this? They chicken sandwich.
Man,
They
what?
slept
You don't put Wendy's? They slept on.
Number
Why that
two.
joint ass?
I mean, I don't eat chicken, so I don't know.
Bro,
Wendy's joint is
First
not
off,
trash.
I never even ordered a Wendy's
too.
chicken sandwich.
Oh, I don't know.
Like I never.
Is it better?
It ain't better than Chick-fil-A.
What about Checkers?
No,
Y'all
is it
don't like
better
Checkers
than-
drinks?
The Popeyes joint?
Is it better than
I
Popeyes?
haven't had the
Crazy.
Popeyes.
You don't fuck with Checkers?
Oh yeah, we gotta revisit this
Except the
conversation.
fries.
Y'all don't fuck with Checkers?
No.
No.
Just the fries.
No Checkers. Oh, all
Just the
right.
fries.
Okay. I don't know. You know,
To Checkers' credit, though,
you used to fuck with the fully loaded fries.
it was one period in my life where I fuck with Checkers every single day, so I'm probably done with it, like tired of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
You know, Checkers was a great joint, but like, nah.
but also it was convenient, so I don't know. Like,
Checkers dirty as shit now. I can't fuck back.
All this shit
I can't
dirty
fuck
as
with
shit.
Checkers.
Popeyes, fucking Wendy's.
Bro, I
was-
used to go
bro,
there
the
and
only
get
place I eat from is Chick-fil-A on fast food type time.
real shit.
the
Real
only
shit.
place.
Yo, I used to get
Wendy's
the worst
chicken
shit at
is,
Checkers.
is fire though. You want
I used to
Wendy's
get the
chicken
fucking
sandwich was
the
terrible.
fully loaded fries that got ranch, cheese, and bacon bits on it.
Oh, from Checkers,
God.
right?
Yeah,
that
then I
used to
would
be a
get they
great joint.
dry. Yo,
No, I don't
It's a
think it was
great
ranch. I
joint.
think it was sour cream.
it was some bullshit. And
Something
it was some
crazy.
shit that I shouldn't have been eating.
Right.
And I would get they dry ass chicken fingers, bro. And I would get 3, so it would look like 3 chicken nuggets in the fucking joint because they so shrimp. Like, yeah, I mean they just trash.
Right.
Like, and there's nut ass buffalo sauce that they come with. They don't even give you enough. It's like half a container. Then the fucking, oh my god, what else? The chili cheeseburgers.
Oh
Oh
my
was
God.
fucking garbage, bro.
Right.
And you used to watch me get this
Nigga,
shit.
you put me on. I fucking forget it. I followed right up. The fuck you talking about?
You put me on that bullshit for.
Yeah, that was some trash.
Now, Dave, you were saying that I know. When we were talking the other day on the phone about this, it still correlates with what we were talking about. You said that there's no out in the counties and stuff, these restaurants aren't out there, right? Except for like a KFC or something, right?
Yeah,
like
no,
Popeyes isn't even
Popeyes
out
and
there.
shit like that.
No churches, no anything. No
Popeyes,
wing stops, no
churches,
nothing.
No wing stops. Yeah, like as far as I know, yeah. Real shit.
Now, do y'all feel like that's design? That's by design? Like to keep,
I feel like there will be if it keeps going like this, there will be a Popeyes up there in no time.
You think so?
Hell yeah,
This shit popping,
definitely.
You think they're gonna build a Popeyes overnight because of a sandwich?
It just crossed over. It just went mainstream with this joint. Like, I'm serious. Like, before I used to consider Popeyes like a hood joint,
Right?
Almost, 'cause like you said, you wouldn't see them up in the county.
That shit was like some
With
J's.
this, and you know how social media changed everything, and then you see the shit they on social media going back and forth arguing. Like,
Right.
it's the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Right.
Like AEW.
Yeah, it's like wrestling. Like,
Right.
really. Like, so with that shit, they gonna be up there in no time if it continues like this and how it's looking.
I think it's an epidemic, though. I think this is gonna blow. I think this is gonna blow over at the wall.
Yeah, after a while, but I don't know when. Yo, motherfuckers is going to war for these sandwiches, bro.
Right.
Like, I don't know when this gonna be over.
How much are these sandwiches anyway?
Like $7.
They $7?
$4, bro.
I was about to say $7 for a chicken sandwich. That's whack.
$7 for the combo. Yeah,
Bill, bro.
yeah.
Oh,
I
for the
definitely
meal.
grabbed the combo too. I ain't gonna.
You got the
grab it.
combo?
Wait,
Yeah,
nobody's getting a
$7.
sandwich?
Yeah, just
Some niggas are.
I'm
Some
definitely,
niggas.
just a sandwich.
Some niggas are just getting a sandwich.
no, just the sandwich.
I do that at
price is always the
Chick-fil-A.
worst.
Like, I just grabbed. That's ass. I just grabbed the sandwich and like 2 Chick-fil-A
Get fries
sauces.
and grab a
Bro, just the sandwich and 2 Chick-fil-A sauce.
Yeah, bro. I don't be
Bro, I need
all that extra
a
shit.
no. What's my John number 7? A number 7, which is the grilled chicken, bottle water.
This from Chick-fil-A.
sauce. Yep.
What about that Polynesian shit? Y'all don't like that? Y'all like that?
I just get the
That's
Chick-fil-A
good.
sauce. I like the Chick-fil-A sauce.
sweet shit?
I'm not a big sweet and sour nigga. I know niggas like just love sweet chicken. I don't know why.
Right.
But I'm not super big on that shit.
You an Imperial
That shit
guy.
heavy though.
Yeah, I fuck with Imperial.
I used to fuck with the sweet and sour chicken heavy though.
They love
sour
Imperial.
Yeah, that used to be your shit.
Yeah, definitely
You
do
put
it.
me onto that.
Sweet and sour chicken.
Yeah.
I don't know why niggas love sweet chicken. This is the sugar chicken. Niggas acting crazy.
All it is.
That's crazy.
It's a bad joint, man.
Yeah, but
So you don't even got Wendy's in the top, like nowhere in the
Nah, bro.
conversation.
Wendy's is like I go to Wendy's when I'm like feeling bad
I'm
about
talking
myself.
just that sandwich, the chicken sandwich. If you
Oh
ever
yeah,
had
yeah,
it.
yeah. It's a bad joint.
It's a bad.
'Cause, you know, I used to work at Wendy's. Like that was
Yeah,
like one of my
definitely.
first jobs.
Me too.
Yeah, like
that was your first job, Ace.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I remember that. And you became a manager there, didn't you?
Kinda, sorta.
Kinda, sorta. Yes or no?
That's when you do manager shit, but you don't get the title. So that's why I routed it.
So wait, they young boys you?
Pretty much. No, they tried. They tried.
No, what?
Oh, so they young boys.
No, that's pretty much what that.
Hey, yo, this nigga.
Oh, all right.
Yo.
No, I'm not even trying to be an asshole. I'm serious.
you
That's,
are.
No, you
I'm really not.
You already know, dog. I bounced.
Yeah, all right. No, because he was like, because I was trying to put to him, because I never knew why you left Wendy's. I just thought you was like, fuck it. I found, bigger and better things. Like,
Yeah, I went to Jimmy Jazz and shit. Ran it up over there.
Which one? The one over by Cedar Brook? Oh, yeah, that's back when they went, the mall. Shellingham, yo, rest in peace to Shellingham Mall, too, man. I mean, well, they rebuilt it, but it's not a mall. It's just like shops.
Strip now.
Yeah. But they building the gallery back up.
Legendary.
And they, the gallery, that shit opened up next month, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New joint?
Yeah.
What's
It's
up?
called, like, District 9 or some shit
I heard
like
it was
that.
gonna have like higher brand stores.
They trying to make it like they trying to make it like Manhattan or like kind of like Brooklyn, like where they got like CVS's everywhere and it's Wawa's on all up and down like Market Street and shit. Like it's a lot of shit down there
So
now.
they try to clean that area up.
Yeah, it's real clean now, to be quite honest with you. So, and they said it was going to create like I want to say like 2,000 jobs or something like that for the city and shit. So it's beneficial to a certain degree, but I'm all about entrepreneurship and shit like that. But nevertheless, that's dope though. Like what I mean, they rebuilt the gallery and all that. That's a good job. Go with just what?
No, I was talking to Pop.
Oh man.
Yo, why you think why do you think the spicy chicken sandwich even got to this point to like sell this much?
Social media. Hype. That tweet. Just sparking that shit.
It was like a feud, right? Almost like Chick-fil-A and
Nah, it was just like it was just like a jab, like whose sandwich is better, and then social media started making their own tweets, their own memes of the shit. I see this joint
but the core of it was pretty much Chick-fil-A going against Popeyes.
Yeah, Popeyes is basically.
It sparked that sandwich been out. They said that sandwich been out for like a couple months though. The Popeyes chicken sandwich joint, that joint been out for a couple months.
And niggas just start talking shit and spark the interest.
Spark that joint up. It be like marketing campaigns. They might be like Popeyes and Chick-fil-A might be like, you know what I mean? Like,
went to the market,
that boosted both their sales.
Exactly.
Went to the market, I tried to get some chicken. That shit was sold out. Dead ass. Like,
It's like
all the chicken, dog. Like everybody eating.
Damn.
It's like a fight almost, right? Like if we building up the fight, like
chicken market is
we gonna get in the ring and rumble, and it's gonna be that's gonna be real. Like it's between I'm trying to win, but at the same time we got
let's get this money,
build this up. So we got to make people get into this so that we can get this money.
I mean, it's the same thing with Jordans though. Like it's reminding me of like when Jordans drop or are about to drop. Like niggas is outside with fucking tents and sleeping bags and shit.
Though, bro, it depends on the J's. It depends. Bro.
I mean,
niggas is not lining up for just like the Jones that I got. Niggas is not lining up for that.
No,
they just like regular release.
I mean, they dunks, right?
No, these ones.
Oh, my fault. No, but I'm just saying I'm just using that for an example to like just the propaganda with that. You understand what I'm saying? Like how
it only happened on big releases though.
Just the fanfare with that shit. Like what we talking about like back in the day. You understand?
We have never seen no shit like this before, bro, ever.
Right, but it's not doing nothing. But that's the thing, it's not doing nothing but making more white people money though. That's the fucked up part about it. And it's like niggas out here fist fighting, niggas playing Royal Rumble, King of the Ring, like all types of shit. Just
my chicken from Popeye.
Yeah, it's bad.
Do you think that black people actually seeing that how they can come together for something and actually make a change though? Do you think people are realizing?
No, I don't think people give a fuck because I think when people come into Popeyes, they talk shit. Yeah, you getting the sandwich? Yeah, I'm getting this shit too. Yeah, and then they leave and don't give a fuck about the people they just was talking about, like talking to. Like you understand what I'm saying? I get what you're saying. Like they come in, like people. We live in a selfish world, bro, and it's about money. Like money actually makes this world go around. It's so fucked up. Like
somebody might meet they wife at that Popeyes.
That's possible. That's a good fucking point.
Might meet their new best friend at that Popeyes.
It's very possible. So it's a lot of different variables, but it's just the fact of the matter. The overall big picture is very fucked up. This nigga drawing.
Shot my fried butterfly shrimp.
Yeah, it's fucked up. I actually think I seen that black lady in the new fucking commercial too. I think it's like Ozempic or some shit. Ozempic. That's crazy. But let's transition. let's transition and talk about y'all man Conor McGregor. What y'all got to say about him?
Dickhead.
What happened though?
Because I know Ace and Rob are like two big fans of them. Dave of Conor McGregor.
Fanboys.
I feel like after getting that ass whooped by Khabib, he never been the same. And he just need to, get focused and fight this man again, man. Get this shit off.
I feel like he changed a little bit before that. It was the 100 million after the Floyd fight. After that shit that's when he started. You start hearing about the nigga. He jumped in the ring. It was like a fight going on, and he jumps in the ring before the fight is actually over. And he trying to congratulate his man who didn't officially win the fight. So the ref trying to tell him like, yo, get out the ring. He starts smacking the ref and chasing him down, telling the ref, like, you touch me, get my fuck. You know what I mean? So he caused the whole scene in that joint. He was outside a club. This I don't really blame him for, but they said a dude got in his face with a phone and he smacked the phone out the boy's hand.
Yeah, me and H talked about that on the previous podcast.
Yeah.
I told him I didn't blame him for that one. Yeah, not for that one.
Because from what I hear, he was there like celebrating his mom's birthday.
Yeah,
like, he was there with his whole family and shit.
And the boy just came up and just yeah.
I don't blame him for that one. There's other shit like it's a alleged rape case or a sexual harassment case or something like that. It's a bunch of shit. Like he started going crazy. Then he went in the bar, and this was in Ireland. He went in the bar. He was putting out cups,
the shot glasses.
He was gonna give everybody shots of his whiskey, like on the house. And the old head was there. They said the old head was like 60 or something like that, and he was there. Like when he got a cup in front of him, he took the cup and moved it. Was like, I don't want that. He was already drinking whatever he had. He was like, I don't want to have none of your whiskey. Connor put another cup in front of him. Old head moves that one too. So I guess they start exchanging words, and Connor just snuck him and punched him in the side of the head.
Old head?
Yeah, he sucked old head. Crazy thing is, old head just like ate the shit out that joint. Like, rushed the shit out that joint, bro. Like,
and continued this conversation.
Like, didn't even look at him after he got hit. Like, he got hit. It was like, all right, it was good, man. Like, anyway, it was good.
All right, we rolling, bro.
We rolling?
Yeah, we rolling.
We rolling. We back. We back, Iana.
We had to take an intermission real quick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No, but like I was saying, Abe Lincoln, like I said, Abe Lincoln said that, you know, if you want to test the man's character, you know, give him power. So basically, all I was trying to say is that not even just with Connor, but just in general, like, is power too much? Is it too much of a bad thing when it comes to certain people? That's what I was trying to say. Like, is it you feel that way?
I feel like it depends on the person. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
It depends on where they at in their life. It depends on what their intentions are. That's my answer to that.
Mm-hmm.
You go through different stages of your life. So
yeah,
depending on what stage you receive that power.
What I would do with power now compared to what I would do with it like 5-6 years ago would be two completely different things.
Exactly.
So it just depends on, you know, where it is. Me personally.
What's your definition of power? Because it's so many different levels. You could be powerful on the financial level. You could be powerful on just the personality level. You could be powerful on, you know, as far as calling shots.
Combination of all of those.
You think it's a combination of everything? Yeah. All right. On which level of power you feel as though that, you know, you would want to have?
At this stage of my life, power over me.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. My emotions, my reactions, what I shape my life out to be. That's really it.
Okay.
That's the only thing I really want the power over.
What about you, Ace?
Everything else gonna come with it.
I agree with what he said. Yeah, power over depression, anxiety, you know, all those things, emotion, you know, your goals, things that are important to you. So I definitely agree with what he said. I think.
Can I say this? How do you feel like? How do y'all feel like? Excuse me. When it comes to those things that y'all discussed, how do you feel as though they? How do you feel as though you would like obtain that type of power? Is it like over a course of time? Is it a mentality thing? What?
I think you gotta learn how to like really, you know, trust yourself, trust your intentions, and learn yourself. I think it's a self thing. You gotta. No one can tell you how to feel. Feeling is a natural thing, so I feel like you gotta do whatever it is that makes you happy. You gotta hold on to that and focus, you know, thoroughly on yourself. And I feel like once you do that, you know, a lot of shit around you would change. Me personally.
What about you, Rob?
I mean, it's just taking it a day at a time. Like with it, you know, every day it's a new experience. You get what I'm saying? Like, so you just got to be aware of what's going on and continuously learn. And I feel like you just grow with that. I don't feel like there's really no, you know, nothing that you gotta like particularly focus on singular. Like it's all a package. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make sure that you're mentally good, physically good, all of those things. I think it's just a day at a time. You know what I'm saying? Like with certain like with me, how I react to things is a big thing. So I try to make that's one thing that I work on.
And that's having power over your emotions, like Ace was saying.
Yeah, mental too. You know what I'm saying? Like just learning what's worth it and what's not.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that only comes, I feel, with experience. You just got to go through life. So that's why I say it's just a day at a time.
You know what's crazy?
Being aware.
You know what's crazy that you said that? That's a good point. I'm gonna come around to you in a second, Dave. It's crazy you just said that. I was at the gas station the other day. I lied to you not. I was at the gas station the other day, and I came with this chick, right? Lied to you not. True story. Came with this chick, but she was at one pump, right? She was pumping her own gas. And then I was on the other side of the pump from her.
Was I on the phone with you?
No, okay. Nobody. It was none of you guys was on the phone. It was just me by myself. But and then it was a dude like diagonally or like from the like on the other side like kind of like monitoring her. He had like a fucking beat up ass like Crown Vic or Grand Marquis, some shit like that. It was Crown Vic. So I came at her, I was, I said what I said to her, and she didn't say anything, right? She didn't say anything, and but I got out the car while she was like pumping her gas and shit. So I'm talking to her. So the boy was like. He was like, yo, he jumped out the car. He was like, yo, what'd you say to her, homie? So I like snapped my head. I'm like, huh? And then he was like, what you just ask her? I'm like, I forget what the fuck I asked her. I can't remember exactly what I think I like asked her like what her name was or some shit like that. So nevertheless though, he was like, she said, she didn't say a word. She wound up getting back in the car. So he came over, he got out the car, and he like came over there towards me and whatever like that. I didn't back away. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up because it goes back to what you were just talking about. in that split second, right? I was thinking, I'm like, do I turn up on this boy if he turn up, or do I just kind of like back off and be like, it's not even that serious? You know what I'm saying? Like basically like how you said over your emotions, like having power over your emotions. Right. My first thought was to turn up, but he didn't come off like super aggressive, but he came off like he was like her fucking lawyer.
What he say anything against you?
No, he just was like, he was like, what you ask her? He was like, what you ask her, homie? And I just was like, right. That's what he said. He's like, what you ask her, homie? And then he just
real shit.
Right. So he didn't. But that's but see y'all hyping it because he didn't raise his voice. But we right. So
he checked you on some smooth shit.
No, you caught. How is it a check though? I'm confused.
I'd have got right with him.
But that's what y'all didn't let me finish the story though.
Go ahead.
So the thing was that, like I said, I stood there. Like if I was backing down and I would have bitched up, I would have just said, all right, no, like I would have just turned around and got back in the car. I never did that. I stood there. He came over to me and he like leaned on her car. So we having a conversation. So he was like, I was just trying to see what you said to her or whatever. So I'm asking, I'm like, this your girl? It sound like what, like you I'm like, you talking for her? I'm like, she do got a mouth. So that could have went like that in a split second though.
It shouldn't have though.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Y'all was laughing at it because it seemed like he checked me, but he didn't. I was on some grown man shit. Now me a few years ago, I would have instantly took it like he was just like, you know what I mean? He was like,
say when you said that?
He just was like, I was just asking a question. So we going back and forth for a second, and I just like, listen.
Over a bitch.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I'm like, listen, I'm not going back and forth with you over no girl. Like it's not even that deep. So he just like, no, I was just asking you a question. But you could tell he was one of them weird ass young boys just from his whole vibe and the shit he was driving. Like he was probably like a street nigga, you know what I mean? But
he was driving like
I just said he was driving like a Crown Vic. It was like a beat up ass Crown Vic. So that's what I'm trying to say. It was like, had I not had, my moral to the story is, had I not had power over how I felt or my emotions at that point, that could have went just like that. Like it could have went south like super fast. But I was like, listen, for future reference, you don't gotta like turn up just cause somebody talking to your girl. Like, you know what I mean? Like this is gonna happen.
Was he like aggressive with it, or was he?
He was semi-aggressive. He didn't get super aggressive because he probably didn't know what I had or what I was capable of, and it was vice versa. I didn't know what he had or what he was capable of.
But he was aggressive enough to like.
He was aggressive enough.
If that caution wasn't there, he would have turned up even more.
Yeah. Not only that, but just the simple fact of the matter, it was like we both was kind of like trying to wait to see who was going to kind of make the first move, like who was going to say the wrong thing first. Right. Because if he would have really said the wrong thing, then I would have probably went to 100. If I would have said the wrong thing, he probably just would have jumped to 100.
Over a bitch.
But it was over a girl. But that's what I'm trying to say. He need to watch out though, because he gonna wind up getting himself into some stupid shit over his girl though. You see what I'm saying? Like,
she like talk back to you?
She never said anything.
Back in the car.
That's the reason. But I never knew why she didn't say anything, and that was the reason because of him.
He should have left it alone. Then.
That bitch on lock.
That's what I'm trying to say. But niggas don't understand that. how he acts that's the fastest way to lose your girl.
Like and she wasn't walking with him. She wasn't close to him.
No, we was at the pump. We was at the pump.
Okay, and she was walking from the.
She was walking around her car, and he was like diagonal to her car. Like so,
What you asked the girl?
You drunk, nigga. I ain't going back over that shit. Like, he trying to hype it.
Like, but you tried to talk to her and you ain't know that she was with him.
I didn't know she was with him. Yeah.
He should have.
So it was.
Go.
So
like,
that's what I'm.
Girl ain't say nothing back to you. Like he should have.
Right. So I let it go. So it was the fact of the matter that it was like he was trying to turn up for nothing. It was just like, bro, like you know what I mean. But that's what I'm saying. Going back to your.
That's her problem.
Yeah. Going back to your point. Like I said, it's just the fact of the matter, like having control over it, you know what I mean? Like your mind and your emotions, like shit.
Yeah, like that's stages though. Like it's a different
right.
Stage. Like, we go through different stages. Like at the stage Dave at right now, like anybody, like, you step with this nigga shoe. I mean, he probably still you.
Yeah, but
I'm joking. I'm playing.
But with that,
but like in that situation, Dave, you probably would have turned up on board. Like,
no, I wouldn't have turned. I really need to know his tone. I don't think Chise is like disclosing his tone.
that is a big.
I really am. No, I'm telling y'all what it.
I think y'all disrespectful.
Yeah, like if he came out like, yo, what'd you say to her, homie? I'd be like, nigga, you obviously, nigga, you heard what I said. Repeat it back to me. Like,
No, but that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm saying. See,
it would have been some shit like that.
but
smoke.
But that's what I'm saying. No, I'm actually disclosing his tone. Like Dave trying to make it seem like I'm trying to like fucking not really let loose. I'm telling y'all everything that happened. Right. He said he asked the question. He just like. He was like, wait. He was like, what you say? And so I instantly turned to him. That's what I'm trying to say. Instantly, I just was like, huh? I'm like, what you say? And he just was like, no. I'm trying to figure out what you was asking her. That's what he was saying. And then that's when he came over close, and we was talking. You see what I'm saying? That's why I just was like, I'm like, yo, like, look, but that's what I'm saying. It could have went left though. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, how close did he come?
Bro, come on, bro.
Yeah, no, I need to know this nigga tone, man.
He drawling. See, he drawling.
No, when he just explained it, he said, like, you heard what he said, right? You heard what he said, and then like you heard
his tone.
You heard what Chise said. How he said, huh? You know what I'm saying? Like he was trying to, like Chise said that he turned up. Now I'm thinking that you was off. You know what I mean, that you was turned up.
No, I turned up because you guys look. And it wasn't even a turning up session. It was the fact of the matter that was like I was caught by surprise because she was by herself. You see what I'm saying? And he came out of nowhere. That's what I'm trying to say. So it was weird. That's what I'm trying to say. It wasn't so much of a tone thing. It was the fact he caught me off guard as I'm talking to her.
How did he say?
Lacking.
He just was like, he was like, what you just ask her, bro? That's what he said. And I just like, huh?
You see,
I said, huh? Because it was, if I'm, listen.
In your voice.
Yeah, it was more animosity in my voice than his. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's what I was trying to like phase out.
Because that's the thing. Like if I'm
shocked, it came out
right.
Of
If I'm talking to Ace and I'm asking Ace a question, and then out of nowhere somebody jump in a conversation and I'm not aware that's there, my focus is going to instantly shoot to them. That's what I'm trying to say. So I didn't know what was going on. So I guess he felt like he had to be a protector of his girl. But I'm just saying, I think niggas who do shit like that are pussies, like on some real shit. I feel as though like if you out with your girl and your girl get came at and you feel as though you got to stand up and be her fucking mouthpiece, then it's like you're insecure within yourself. That's how so I was looking, I'm like,
yeah, what you said is true. Like she can definitely speak for herself.
Yeah.
Like, and if she ain't say nothing, that's, you know what I mean?
She didn't say anything, so that's what I'm trying to say.
Was he short? He was a short nigga?
No, he's probably like Dave height. Probably maybe like, what, 6 foot?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably something like that. He wasn't tall. It just was the fact of the matter. Like, I mean, I knew y'all was gonna try to spin it, but I was just using it for an example like that. Like, basically, if I would have turned up or he turned up, it could have been some dumb shit over nothing. You understand? Based off the fact of the matter, just too much like machismo, and you know what I mean. And then my emotions and his emotions over nothing, and I probably wouldn't even been here talking to y'all. You see what I'm saying?
Ask you a question.
Yeah.
Would he beat your ass?
No.
You the turf thing for real?
Bro, you don't know who knows. Like, the thing is that you, like, when it comes to fighting and shit, you don't know who knows what, though.
No, I'm just asking you. I can look at niggas and you know what I mean, tell like
That's not true. That's not true, bro. That's not true. That ain't true.
I'm highly confident.
That's not true. You can't just look at a person and be like, yo, this person can't rumble, or you could look at a person and be like, he can run. You just don't know.
I'm not saying that he can't rumble. I'm just saying he can't beat me. That's what I'm saying.
So you feel as though nobody can beat you?
No, I'm not saying that. I said that that's the discussion right here. It was like if I was at that gas station, if this was my scenario, and y'all asked me that question, it would have been either yeah, I'd have beat this nigga ass, or no, he'd have probably got with me.
Yeah,
it would have been one or the other.
But no, but see, that's what I'm. But this is the thing though. When you nowadays you gotta pick and sometimes you got on some real shit. You gotta pick and choose who you like, what you get into, and over what. Like if I'm putting it all online, it's not going to be over a bitch. Like that's
we're not talking about that. I just asked you, would he have whooped your ass?
I just said no.
Oh, all right. Yeah,
I'm just telling you. Like for instance, if you would have sat there and fought him, what would that really have been over?
Over a bitch.
It wouldn't have been over nothing for me.
So you just would have fought him just cause.
It wouldn't have been. It probably wouldn't have. I need to know what he looked like for real. But to keep it a being, he's a young boy. I'd have whooped his ass. Bro.
Yeah, he was young. He was probably like y'all. He was probably like your age.
So your honest reaction to the John, like what would it have been?
What?
Like if he would have, you hollered the John, you ain't see it with nobody, you walking in the John, he in the store, and he.
I need to know his real tune, yo.
Do it, Chise.
I need to know.
I'm not doing it again. I just
if it was in the tone that he's saying, then I wouldn't have turned up because it sounded calm.
Right. Yeah. With that, I think the tone.
It sounded calm.
I remember it. I wouldn't have.
That's what I'm saying. He just was.
For real, I'd have just flagged him. I'm like, huh? I'd have flagged him.
I'd have been like, yo, I tried to holler at her. I ain't know she was with nobody. My fault.
I wouldn't have gave him no type explanation.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, that's where we differ.
He's talking to me.
He's talking
so
right.
I'm going to talk back.
So that's what I'm saying.
I'm going to tell him exactly what happened.
That's what I did, and that's what I'm trying to say. See, Dave's reaction would have been. It would have been completely. It would have been completely different.
There's nothing to say to you, bro. I wasn't talking to you. Like, all right, nigga. Now I know. All right, this is your bitch. There's nothing for us.
But let me say this though. Listen, real quick.
I'm talking stages. You feel what I'm saying?
Stages. This is what I'm. That's why I brought this shit up.
The way I handle it is completely
different. Completely different. Ace would have handled it probably the same exact way. That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to say. I feel as though Ace probably would have been on some shit like, huh? Who you talking to? It would have escalated for nothing. But at that point, I'm just saying it depends on. I feel as though us as men. I feel as though we try to be too macho sometimes, and a lot of niggas get killed over the ego. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Boy could have had a strap. How was I supposed to know? I could have had a strap. How was he supposed to know?
Hold on, fam. Hold on. You said what? You talking to? Hold on. I'll be right back. You stay right here.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I could have went and grabbed a strap, or he could have went and grabbed a strap. And basically the moral of the story is it was over a fucking bitch. That's what it's over a woman. For what? That's all I'm trying to say.
Over a bitch.
That's it.
That's not the moral of the story.
Yeah, it's not the moral of the story.
That is the moral of the story. It is the moral of the story.
This is wild.
It's the moral of the story.
The moral of the story.
How is it not?
Look.
Because listen. Wait. So if
having power over your emotions.
No. I'm talking about the moral of that. I'm talking about y'all niggas is drolling. I'm talking about the moral of that story. That's what I'm talking about. That's not what we're talking about. I'm talking about the moral of that story. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay. That's all.
Thanks for that clarification.
Yeah, the moral of that story would have been over a woman. Because you gotta think, me and homie would have never had no type of interaction if that girl wasn't there. You see what I'm saying?
Yo, nigga, who the fuck?
But see, he ain't even want no problems. You know what I mean? Like,
who you talking to, nigga?
He was chilling.
What you asking?
He just really wanted to ask you a question for real.
That's what he was saying. I was like, right. I'm like, bro, I'm like, listen, I'm like, this ain't. I was like, yo.
Every nigga don't want don't want to spark shit, some shit. Like, you know what I mean?
But listen, let me say.
Nigga, what you asking?
But listen, but on some real shit though, that's kind of what's like on some real shit. That's what's kind of like wrong with our people, like our community, because instantly it's always just war. You know what I mean? Like over dumb shit. Like if I didn't put my hands on her, if I didn't disrespect her or anything like that, that's the only time I could see. Yeah, I could see somebody coming in, you know what I mean, playing Captain Save-A-Ho. But I don't. That's why I don't get.
You really can't tell nobody how to react. So if you would have turned up on him, for real, he invited that by even starting that, you know what I mean? That interaction with you. Because like I said, if his girl didn't say nothing, he should have just pulled the fuck off. After he was done.
That's how I felt. But like you said, it's stages.
I mean,
like,
still, like I understand this nigga probably want to impress his girl, so I'm whatever. Okay.
Now both of you and Ace both got girls. How would y'all have handled that? I know how you would have handled that, but how would you have handled that? Like if somebody,
I don't know how.
Wait, what you mean? Like if I was the guy in the car
in that type of scenario,
I would have laughed.
Oh, and niggas try. Nah, if she ain't say nothing, he ain't further say nothing. That shit is a wrap. She got back in the car. We leaving. What am I about to get out and say anything to the nigga for? Like,
right.
It's a beautiful girl walking across the street or walking through the gas station. He see her, she ain't with no nigga. Why wouldn't he talk to her? Like,
right.
Say what you want. No touching.
I'm out. Like, we got somewhere to go. That's why I say he shouldn't even have started that interaction like that. Like he should have just fucking left. Like, why you even gonna try to turn up for what? She in the car with you, and now you getting out the car.
She said, nigga tried to talk to me.
That's pointless. For
what? She didn't say shit though. That's what I'm trying to say. She didn't say anything. He took it upon himself to say something. So that's why I just was like, he's a nut.
You don't think she said nothing to him in the car?
You don't own her.
No,
bro.
you're not listening to what I'm saying. They were in two separate cars.
Oh.
Nigga, this why you can't smoke before the podcast, bro. Because
I ain't going front. I ain't catch that either.
I didn't catch that part.
I said that.
I knew that. Yeah.
I said she was pumping her own.
Pump 1, she was at pump 2, and Bull was at like pump 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
He was at pump 5. That's what
he got out of his own car.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what you were saying. What the fuck?
That's
what I'm saying. Like nigga, I'd have been on fucking.
That's extra. Like that's a little extra.
Yeah,
now.
he was.
All right. You know how you picture shit in your mind.
Yeah.
I'm picturing them. I'm picturing him in the
No.
wheel waiting for her to come back. She get in the passenger. He get out the driver's seat. Like
I said that in the beginning. Yeah.
oh no, that's extra. I still would have handled it the same, but that's a little extra.
It was extra. That's why I told him. That's why I told him like, bro, you ain't gotta be turning up for. I'm like, what you doing?
Yeah. If I'm at pump 5 and I'm watching some nigga holler.
Stay right here, fam. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back.
Yeah, if I'm watching some nigga holler at my girl in the car, like, and I mean, and she don't say nothing, she get in her car and we just we pulling off. It ain't nothing extra.
I know if it's me, I'm laughing in the situation. I'm laughing. You know,
yeah, something like that.
Right. Yeah, it was weird, but basically going back, like I said, like
no nigga wasn't no bitch that no niggas ain't looking at or trying to crack.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like it was no, but Dave broke it down perfectly. Though that's exactly how it was. That's how it was.
Like that's
on the other jaw.
Oh yeah, right. Yo,
that's how it was.
Extra.
He wanted more.
That's how it was. That's how it was. It was retarded.
Yo, Chise, you better than me, fam. Good shit.
But what you would have really got out of that though?
I don't know.
Honestly,
it wasn't even to be about the.
Just no, but really, just act. But
handled it the same.
Just
way,
act. Both of y'all ask yourself, what would y'all really have gotten out of that? Like, honestly, like if he fucked,
it's a natural reaction,
right? But this goes back to what we're talking about knowing how to control your emotions and like the thing. That's why I said I have too much to care about for me to put. If I'm putting it all on the line, I'm putting it all on the line for something that matters. That didn't matter.
Yeah, real shit.
So it wasn't. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't like he sat there.
You're not putting it all on the line. I just smacked Young Bull and faded.
But y'all not listening to what I'm saying.
Like putting on the line.
You're putting, because listen, what I'm saying is putting on. Listen, what I'm putting on. Listen. This goes back to your ego.
You can't say I have an ego. I don't have an ego.
Listen, I'm not done. The thing, like I said,
started off falsely.
No, I'm not starting off falsely. Listen, he drawing. It is putting it on line, because if I'm going to rumble you, or like, first of all, we're at a gas station.
You do get booked for rumbles.
Yeah, you get booked for rumbles, and not only that, go back to what I was saying. If this dude, you gotta understand where we live at. You gotta understand where we live at, bro. Just last night, fucking, and shout out to Ace's friend is he still on life support?
I don't even want to talk about it.
All right, well, yeah. So just last night, one of Ace's homies, he got shot for Lord knows what. That's what I'm saying. Niggas get killed over. I seen niggas get killed over $20 before, bro. I'm not getting shot over some dumb shit over a girl at a gas station, bro.
No, you're not. Listen.
I don't know that. That's what I'm saying. So you're more of a, at this point in my life, I'm not that much of a risk taker when it comes to shit like that.
It wouldn't have been a risk taking. It's just would have been my confidence in how I figured the situation would go. That's all I'm saying.
But that's where we differ, because nevertheless, I don't give a fuck how confident I am. It's the fact of the matter. I don't know, the element of surprise always is going to trump that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Which is why I would have smacked the shit out of him.
I get it, but but that's why I was saying, what would you really have gotten out of that though? That's what I'm trying to say.
But he approached me with the energy. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Nobody how to react. That's how he truly wants to react.
That's how he wants to react, right?
You know
that's fine. That's fine. I'm just saying, like, at this point in my life, it's not that deep. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely not.
It's not that deep.
Right, let's get into some translations.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Explain why a man shouldn't small talk and text women from the beginning, from the rip.
We transitioning?
Yes.
Dave, elaborate on that.
Can you ask that again one more time, please?
Why shouldn't a man text a woman from the beginning, like, you know, the small talk, hey, how you doing? How's your day? Et cetera, et cetera. Well, why shouldn't a man do that? Translation. What is happening at that particular stage between the two parties?
Why is he doing it at all?
Right.
Yeah. That's my counter.
So he shouldn't. He shouldn't do it at all, correct?
Yeah.
Small talk. You mean like just from
small talk.
How's your day?
Yeah, a little dumbass shit.
Hey, what you had for lunch?
Mm-hmm.
Why, Chise?
Why do I feel as though that shouldn't happen?
Yes.
Can I use you for an example, Dave?
Sure.
All right. So, and I know Dave can attest to this. I want to say, when was that? Back in June?
What?
I don't want to say her name on air, but the chick, the one that you was, Dave was texting her, you was texting her and FaceTiming her for like 3 days straight.
Oh, yeah.
You don't got to say that. All right. So, this is the thing. Dave called me.
This wasn't June.
I thought that was June. May.
This was like early in the year.
That was May, nigga. That was like the spring. It was like the end of the spring. Anyway, nevertheless,
My man out, dog.
nevertheless, though, Dave was texting he was texting and like FaceTiming this chick for like 3 days three consecutive days straight. So he called me. He knew inside his heart he was simping. He knew he was. So
Real shit.
he knew he was simping because he had to call me and was like, "Yo, Chise, I need you to bring me back to reality." And this not this.
I need you to bring me.
I swear to God, this Dave sitting right here. He was like, "Yo, I need you to bring me back to reality, bro." He was like, "Listen." He's like, "Am I simping, bro?" He was like, "Am I simping?" And I was like, "Well, what?"
Daddy.
I fell down.
I was like, "Yo," I'm like, "Well, what have you?" He was like, "Yo, I've been texting this girl and been FaceTiming." And he was like, "I fuck with her, I like her, I want to go out with her." And I'm like, "Well, did you set up a date?" He said, "No." So I was like,
Acting crazy.
"You've been talking to this girl for 72 hours, giving her free attention for what?"
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like it all depends on what your outlook on it is. Some guys want to actually naturally just get to know women and they want to build rapport from the beginning. I feel as though that's a terrible move.
Yeah, that don't even mean
fucked
nothing.
the first night.
May I ask what these
That
two
don't
were
even
you
mean
saying?
nothing.
Like
Nothing. It was just like dumbass conversation. You know what I'm saying? It was just.
So you wasn't talking about nothing.
Nothing.
No, I wasn't talking about shit. And that's why I was like, yo, man, hold up, man. It was like the last conversation I had. He drawn with the 3 days, but.
You told me it was for 3 days.
You a liar, bro,
you
right
wasn't
now
talking about
on
nothing
air.
because she wasn't like interacting.
No, it was
with you,
just.
right?
It was
didn't
cool
have nothing.
interaction. It was just dumbass like. It was just dumbass talk, you know what I'm saying?
Fluff
like,
talk.
When I hung up, you know what I'm saying? Like it started to get weird on the FaceTime, right? And that's when I hung up, and I was like, "Yo, whoa!" Shit started feeling like familiar to me. I'm like, "Whoa, this shit starting to feel like I'm going backwards." You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like, "Whoa, bro, I didn't come this far." You know what I'm saying? I didn't come this far to revert back to a simp. I didn't. You feel me?
But what was I'm serious. Like, what was y'all talking about on FaceTime?
Bro, it was regular shit.
What's regular shit?
Bro, nigga, what
to you? What's regular shit to you?
Nigga, regular shit. I'm talking about
What's her favorite color?
So what you doing? Shit like that. Like bitch wearing a scarf and shit like that. And I'm talking about a scarf and shit. It's just dumb. It's just stupid. It's stupid shit.
That could have been a problem.
Nah, bro.
That conversation trash.
Yeah, it was a dumbass John, bro. It was a dumbass John, bro. So I had
Meanwhile,
to
she's getting fucked by Terry.
Probably, you know what I'm saying? So
but I'm
I
just
had
saying,
to. I mean, I had to flip the script. You know what I'm saying?
That could be one of the things, though. Maybe, maybe that conversation was trash. Bro,
they was all trash.
You only get like one conversation.
Why you think that? Why do you think though?
Because I was drawn.
Only get one
You
conversation.
kind of do get like one swing at bat though. That's why I had to bring you back. Like, bro, like just ask her out for a date.
But talk some shit, yeah. Like have a real conversation with her.
No, I was drawn. No, listen. It was dumbass small talk. It was dumbass conversation. Like even if we was talking about something deep, for what? Why? Am I doing this?
That's up to you.
Yeah, exactly. I was being a dickhead, acting crazy.
That's up to you.
So I had to take that shit back. I was like, hold on, man. I need another red pill nigga with me, man. I know somebody. Chise. Call Chise, man. Snap me right back, man. Bitch was on dick. You hear me?
Yeah, he went out. He went out with her.
It was the response is like, you know what I'm saying? That bitch was blowing me up all the fucking time, this and that, yada yada. No, I didn't end up getting the pussy. She was when she came through, she was on a period and I dropped her. I fuck bitches, so I don't care. Like it's just one down the drain. Listen, but no, she came over. She was on a period, and I don't. You know
Translation.
I didn't get the pussy.
Stop it.
Translation. He drunk.
Did she? But you said she got up and like went to the bathroom and shit though, right? Yeah. So she.
Translation.
Oh my god.
And no, she for real, she made me feel like a dickhead afterwards. She made me feel like a dickhead afterwards. She was like, she's like, oh yeah, I'd have told you this. I mean, like, wait, I'd have told you this like earlier. Like, you know what I'm saying, I'd have told you this like sooner at the restaurant or something like that.
Right.
Some shit like that. And I was just like, oh yeah, you fucking drunk. But whatever, you know what I mean? Then after that, she left, and that was it. Yeah, to the next, man.
So that's why I'm saying. That's why I feel like you shouldn't have small talk with women. I mean, you know.
How's your weekend?
Yeah, like the thing.
I was getting bombed.
But see, a lot. That's the thing. A lot of.
I'm asking the ticket to the fucking movies. That's
right.
Crazy. And I'm not me, bitch. You
but that's what I was telling you. That's remember I told you I was like, yo, you shouldn't. You was giving a boyfriend energy at first. You know what I mean? You was giving her that boyfriend energy. That's what I'm saying.
And that's what she was ultimately trying to like end up. You know what I mean? Like
converting you into on the low. Yeah.
Intentions are just bring that.
Then when I flipped script on, and then you know what I mean, she tried to act like she was about it just so she could still like kind of just be in my midst.
She's gonna get dick.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck.
Yeah, no, real shit.
But that's that's fine though, because
a bitch could be on your dick and you not fucked.
Yeah, like, it's a learning experience though. It's a learning experience.
It don't matter.
I ain't getting crazy.
What?
Jeez, do it matter?
What?
Bitch on your dick and you don't fuck.
No, it don't matter. It don't. Ultimately, no, it don't matter. But I mean,
so shut up. She love my dick, John. So,
but listen. But listen, you always this is some real shit. Anytime something like that happen, anytime you fumble with a chick or the interaction doesn't go how you want it to go, you gotta always blame yourself because you always setting the precedent of like how that you know what I mean, how that direction gonna go. And you know that. But you know what I mean, that's what I'm saying. That was fine. That was cool for that to happen. But
Davey.
The fluff talk is bullshit.
Oh man, we all take L's, man.
We all took L's, yeah. We all took L's. We all took L's.
Real shit,
all right,
man.
Let's get into this. Make these women out here understand that dick and pussy is an even trade. So for all those women,
vagina and penis is an even trade. Yeah. Yes, it is.
Oh well, I'm not giving it up because you know what I'm saying, I got this bill to pay or whatever. Because it ain't big. I appreciate the fact that your dad raised you well, your mom raised you well, but
I don't. They weren't raised well. They was raised to just be fucking. You don't negotiate with a fucking terrorist. So that's just how it goes. And me personally, I feel as though vagina and dick, like it runs hand in hand. I feel as though women put pussy on the pedestal, which turns niggas into simps.
I mean, for real, it's like 60-40 in favor of my poll. I ain't even gonna hold it.
That's fine, nigga. Yeah. How you feel, though, Rob?
60-40.
He says he feels as though it's 60% about his dick and 40% about her vagina. That's
I'm saying as far as like it's not an even exchange. It's like, nah, bitch, my dick better.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
It's an even trade. It's an even trade. Yeah.
You feel as though it's an even trade?
Yeah.
Cause some bitches got the trash pussy. Don't sit here and tell me y'all niggas ain't never had no trash pussy.
Okay.
Right.
I've hit some trash
60-40,
pussy.
right.
It's definitely 60-40.
Davey. Okay.
But you feel as though it's even though, right, Rob?
To the core of it, yeah.
You feel as though it's even, Ace?
I get what Dave's saying.
No, I'm rocking with Dave.
You feel as though it's more about your dick than anything?
60-40.
Yeah, 60-40 is definitely fire.
It is some
Super
like,
fire. Super fire.
But
I think I'm leaning to. I think I'm leaning towards that.
Yeah, I mean,
think
that's
I'm
how
leaning towards
that's how you
that.
should feel. You know what I mean? That's how you should feel.
Yeah.
Like you just said, it's an even trade. So, you know what I mean? But you should feel like you should. You know what I mean? Because like he said, it is some trade. You ain't, but niggas ain't always been fire though. Like you ain't all niggas gonna act like they've been fire since day one.
Yeah.
You have not. You have not.
I ain't been fired. I haven't been fired since day one.
No
I ain't been fired since day one.
No bullshit. Any bitch that I'm, and you know how self-conscious I am. I mean, well, is that the
self-conscious? Yeah,
self-conscious. Like I lack confidence greatly. You know what I'm saying? Like bitch tell me, damn, that dick was great, and I'll be like, bitch, shut the fuck up. My dick ain't big. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I say, bro, I just the bitch that I was bitch I just fucked like 2 days ago. She was bitching and shit like that. I'm like, and I say the same thing every time. I'm like, bitch, my dick not even big. You know what I'm saying? Stop drawing. You trying to stroke my ego real fast. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, I don't got it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have an ego.
Hold on. How did that night go?
What you mean?
That night that you fucked the joint.
It was after I got off the phone with y'all.
What exactly happened that night?
Late night booty call.
Yeah, I went to her crib. I hit.
Did you have a chair in the room or no?
I went to her crib. I went to her crib.
She had Britney Spears posters like on
no, but she did have a dirty ass box of Dominoes in the corner.
Oh, that's
It's nothing worse than going to a. It's nothing worse than going to a bitch crib and it's just like the roaches like kickboxing and shit. Like it's a bad joint.
No, you know what? Keep it a bean.
You shaking your head too, Rob. You must have been there. You been in that predicament before?
Imagine. Nope. I ain't never been in that predicament.
Well, you used to have all the chicks coming to your crib anyway.
Yeah. I've been to a couple cribs, but they
I can't remember. I know I had to smash like crack in a crack house before. I just can't remember.
You smashed in a crack house?
No, I'm just saying. Like, I had
a horror story you about to tell. You
I
said you
don't
had
know.
sex in a crack house?
Something like that. I just
Yo, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. This nigga Ace was a wild bull back in the day, bro.
He definitely was wild.
He's a wild bull.
probably. I can't remember. Smoke too much. Niggas, I really don't.
Niggas
I want
definitely.
to say no, but I feel like something could have happened. So I don't know.
But you saying you never got no complaints or whatever?
What? Oh yeah, no, yeah, real shit. Like even you know how I lost my virginity on some trash shit. You know what I mean? On my 18th birthday with that Asian bitch. Nutty.
Wasn't that show and tell?
Classic.
No, it was at some joint called. It was on 237 Vine Street. What was it? Race.
Happy ending?
It was on Race Street. That bitch said 160 for everything.
Damn.
Yeah, some shit. I ran outside, got the check.
Movies, bro.
Your man Drew gave me the check.
Right.
He gave me the check.
You remember the tours?
She topped you?
Yeah.
We sat in the parking lot right across the street in the tours and went in. Like, I mean, he went in and we in the truck. We in the tours talking. I'm like, bro, I guarantee you, he about to just come back out. He ain't about to do this shit.
I was corny, bro.
You're like, no. I think he gonna do that, Joe. Watch. If you know what I mean. So we sitting there laughing and shit. This nigga burst out the fucking door at top speed, like putting his jacket on at the same time. Mind you, it's like December or some shit. But yeah, it's his birthday. It's like it's the 23rd of December.
Right.
It's biting outside. Right. He come outside like it's button up. Like,
Oh, disheveled.
He try to get dressed as he running shit.
Right.
He like, yeah, man. He's like, yeah, it happened. Like, what the fuck happened? He's like, oh, we did it. Give me the 165. Like, so he told the story later, but.
So what happened, Dave? What happened that night?
I had sex.
How she whacked you off, topped you off?
Nah, she topped me off with the Yandi. Or did she top me off at all? I don't think she topped me off at all. To keep it a bean.
No, I remember this.
Did she top me off?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, she topped me off. No, she was a light Asian bitch. She had black teeth.
That's what I remember.
Said she had black teeth.
He was like, he told me she topped him off, and then he told me
teeth?
about the teeth. He's like, yeah, but her teeth. He was like, yeah, she topped me off, but her teeth was trash. Teeth was
Bad,
black.
bro.
Black teeth?
It's bad, bro.
Ew.
It's bad. I mean, I just did what I seen.
Pussy
Said said, fuck it, yeah.
No, I mean, I just did everything I've been beating my dick to all these years.
That's how I be. Yeah.
No, the pussy wasn't black.
That's why I say niggas is trash. All they doing is trying to relive a porno.
Real shit. But it ended up working for real.
It worked for you?
Nigga, yeah. Like, that's all I've been...
No, I'm talking about that first time.
The first time, I feel
agent
like so she was just trying to sell it, but I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, I'm in the moment trying to get my rocks off and shit like that. But then it was like every bitch after that, it was just like, I'm like, yo, is they all trying to sell it or am I actually alright? You know what I'm saying? Because like, you know what I mean? When I beat my pole too, I'm not beating my pole to my pole. You feel me? My, you know, I'm not beating my pole to my pole.
Right.
You feel me?
You don't beat your pole to your pole?
No, when I watch my old videos, yeah, I beat my pole to my pole. But other than that, like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So
yeah.
So you...
Nah.
So are you like... No.
Nah. What the fuck is going on? We don't do none of that shit over here.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't get into none of that shit. I just want to make that clear.
what are you talking about?
No, I'm just saying. Like,
He don't beat his
beating
meat.
his dick to his dick and all
Who?
this shit. I don't know which one.
Like, basically,
I beat my dick, yeah.
you beat. No, we're not talking about beating your dick to your own dick, like on camera.
Do I beat my dick to my own dick? Like,
what
I don't
niggas is
have.
saying?
Oh,
Yeah, what
there
is
we
that?
go.
Because I'm
What is niggas
confused
talking
about, bro. Like,
Nigga, no, I don't have no videos of me beating my dick.
No, not that.
the fucking door.
I'm saying like a video of you running down on the bitch and then you going back and being on some shit like yeah.
Oh, do I beat my pole in my old video?
Yeah.
Nigga, yes.
That's what we were talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I beat my dick to me busting bitches at yes.
Oh, all right. I never did that. No, I'm not knocking you for it. I've just never done that though. You did that shit before, Ace?
Hell yeah.
That's the only reason I'm taking the video, so I can beat my dick to it.
Right.
That's the only reason. That's real shit. Yeah, but no,
I understand what you said.
That's a good genre though. Yeah. I never did it. I never did that though.
And they definitely, you know what I'm saying, maybe any bitch I fuck after, you know what I mean, it's been, I mean, my confidence been too, you know what I'm saying, low to accept, you know what I mean, any type of compliments about my pole.
All right, excluding that first time though.
No, the first time, I mean, I didn't care because it was, you know what I mean, like, Drew cut the check.
All right,
so
so
like,
we exclude that.
Yeah.
But the first time, like the other side's that. Like after that.
No, I was, she said I was giving good dick. Right. I was like, I know I'm not giving good dick, but
yeah, bro,
I didn't care.
I know I'm like...
Yeah, like, and I still say that to this day, even though I be fucking the shit out these bitches. You know what I'm saying? Real rap. I be on all that type of time.
Yo,
you talking about your first time?
Yeah, I was trash, bro. Who did anybody like find the hole on the first time? Like,
no,
I told her to put it in.
I did too. Yeah, I told her to put it in too. Yeah,
I ain't get hard at first.
Yeah,
because I fingered it first.
Oh, you? Yeah, I mean,
I just reenacted everything on the pornos, bro. And I was a late bloomer, so like I had a lot of practice.
Right.
You was at the movies.
I was in the movie.
Yeah, that's why, nigga.
No, I went
for your first time.
Yeah,
oh, it happened?
Yeah, in the movies. And then when we got in the bed, I couldn't get up. And then I had to figure out how to get up. But the first time I was in the movies, showing him off, actually.
Oh, yeah. That was way back in the day, right?
I just remember leaving that whole experience like, yo, this what everybody be snapping about. This what I've been like telling niggas. I've been doing this shit a year ahead of time. I'm like a little nut ass nigga.
Oh, you was geesing about it. Like, yeah, I'm in the mix.
School, like, just being a nut ass nigga. So, I be fucking these bitches. Like,
right.
Ain't getting a shred of pussy.
Right.
Nothing about nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas is nutty. Like, but.
Niggas ain't even start fingering pussy yet.
Like, none of that shit, bro. Niggas
but so Dave was the only one that...
my fingers.
To pay for pussy on your first time is kind of crazy, bro.
Fire.
I've never paid for pussy in my life.
Not you directly, but
paid for.
A technicality.
Like, bro.
What, somebody bought me a bitch for my birthday.
This nigga lived the movie,
Damn,
bro.
that's crazy. Like your first time, dog.
Somebody bought me a bitch for my birthday.
Damn, that's kind of crazy, yeah. But, yeah, of course, you didn't pay it, like I said, out of pocket. It was just a technicality, though. Like,
yeah. Wow.
You would have wanted your first time. Y'all would have wanted your first time to be with like she was a stripper, right?
No.
Heavy-handed.
She wasn't a stripper. She was a bitch.
What was that?
Prostitute.
Oh, a sucky?
Yeah.
Quack.
Yeah, she was an Asian bitch at the Geechi.
And she was light.
Terrible.
She had black teeth.
It was a bad job.
Recap.
It's a bad job.
Recap.
It's a bad job.
You used the Durex?
Chise, what was your first time?
I don't know what she brought up.
What was your first time?
My first time was with this chick I was fucking with. Her name was I was just about to drop her name on some nut shit.
Man,
Drunk. Yeah, I'm tripping.
That nigga caught content.
Yeah, I'm tripping. She came on. It was a bad joint. It was a bad joint at first. I ain't gonna lie. Like Rob said, I couldn't find I didn't know where the hole was at exactly.
I didn't attempt. I said, yo, put this joint up.
I told her the same thing. I told her the same thing. Did y'all nut fast?
I didn't nut.
You didn't?
No.
Semen retention?
You funny as shit.
I did. We was right next to a couple people, so it was excitement. It was a lot of shit going on.
So you was on the wild side already, like a fucking. Yeah,
What movie did y'all go see for you to just like? What was it?
I don't know.
Y'all went all the way to the back, to the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Niggas used to be fucking back there in groups
All the time, yeah, and showing him all, yeah. Yeah, my first time was with her. It was crazy. It was over fast.
You went raw too.
I didn't go raw. I know that for a fact. I had condoms. I had a whack ass condom though. I had a lifestyle. Yeah, lifestyles were horrible. That's why I was asking you what joint you had.
Only covered the dickhead.
I didn't bring her condom.
She had it?
Yeah, she brought out a condom, yeah.
Can y'all really fuck with that? Like a chick? I had that done to me one time.
What?
This bitch gave me a condom from her own personal, and it was her nigga's condom though. It was a Magnum. I just was looking. I'm like, I didn't know if I should trust it, and I'm like, I ain't got no fucking condom. She was like, don't worry, I got you covered. What?
I was cool. I didn't care.
You just used it.
I don't even like condoms.
And I felt good. I didn't have to stop and spend no bread.
That's a good point. I don't like condoms neither at this point in my life, but are we drawn still?
No. I don't like condoms. I don't care.
I don't think nobody fuck with condoms.
Condoms is a bad job, bro. I don't give a fuck what it is.
That's why
you should have protected sex.
That's why.
But that's an oxymoron though.
Listen, if you listen, that is an oxymoron.
It is.
I'm in a relationship, so I can say that.
Right. Outside of that, before the relationship, was you fucking with condoms?
Yo, for a point in time, just being honest, like for me, I was at one point in time because that's what you was really supposed to do. So I always had my own Jones. I never took nothing from no female. I always had mine like ready.
Right.
But I don't know. At one point in time, I just fell the fuck off.
Real shit.
Like, yo, once you feel that,
you don't give a fuck, dog. You don't care, dog. You don't care.
You try to turn back, but it's like
I can't. Right, I can't. But see, Ace be grinding me up all the time talking about that shit. He be like, yo, man, Chise the boy and fucking me having a condom in his pocket and don't give a fuck. It was like, dog, am I supposed to, dog?
Chise, yo, you had the joint, you got strapped. He's like, yeah.
You used it?
I'm coming right back. All right, good. Yo, man, I just came back fucking the bitch. Oh, all right, you used it?
No. It's how it be, dog.
Yeah, we just
don't care.
Like, I mean,
right.
You should have protected sex.
I seen the bitch told she looked clean. I said, fuck it.
I ain't, bro.
Bullshit. No bullshit.
But you don't be worried about that when you running through consistent.
I do. I don't think Dave do. I do though.
What?
Like thinking about STDs and shit like that.
I'm selective, man. I feel like I feel like my percentage is pretty good.
What you be judging off of?
Real shit. Really ain't shit.
Small talk.
Right. It's just about if I'm driving by and I say, yeah, I'll bite. That's the only criteria.
Real shit.
This nigga wildin'. So basically, it don't matter.
I do the pussy test. I do the smell test first.
Yeah, that too. Like, yeah.
And then I judge off that. Then I'm like, all right, I can fuck you. Like, if it stink, I gotta use a condom.
Smell
if it don't,
fingers.
Bro, if it stink, I'm not fucking, bro.
Smell my fingers.
Well,
He said if it stink, I gotta use a condom.
No, when I say stink, when I say stink, like basically if it's not like super
Bro, if the pussy
pure.
got any kind of odor.
Some bitches have odor though.
Then I'm not fucking them.
Every bitch don't not have
I
like
know, nigga.
odor.
The only bitch I ever called my girl had an odor.
Hey, nah, that's over with. I agree.
So moral of the story is you're not fucking no stank pussy.
Not fucking
You
no
would
stinky pussy.
with a condom.
No,
Nigga, you said yes.
No, I'm saying something.
if it stink, you
Something
put a
I
condom
did.
on.
I used the wrong fucking word. I'm talking about with a fucking
used the wrong sentence.
odor.
What are you talking about?
Odor, dog.
This nigga acting crazy.
and older. All bitches don't not. That's what I'm trying to say. All bitches don't. It's not just going to just be like it's going to smell like fucking Dove. It's not going. It's not always like
It's
that.
not supposed to smell like Dove. It's not supposed to smell like nothing.
All right, so listen. What if the bitch just got off of work or some shit like that?
No.
And you just trying like, and it's not so much that it stink, but it was on some shit to where those like, all right, she hasn't been in the shower since this morning.
The bitch get wiped down. She got wipes.
Bro, I'm not. Yeah, like what do you?
Use the wet wipes.
There's no compromise, bro. I'm about to put my tongue on this. There's no compromise.
But see, that's what.
He get the 3-piece. He eat the pussy, the ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like there's no compromise.
Yeah, see, he do all that.
And give you the raw dick.
Real rad.
I'm not a pussy eater, so that's what I'm trying to say.
Baby.
No bullshit.
Raw.
No
She's give you the
bullshit.
raw dick with the condom right on him.
I'm just.
He'll bring a condom. I'm not bringing
No,
it,
the
bro.
condom don't be in my pocket. It's something just be in my car, and I'm like,
I don't feel like
Fuck
reaching.
him
I'm
in
good.
the car.
I don't feel like
Good.
reaching for that.
I don't fuck every single bitch in the car, bro. The vast, maybe 80% of them in the
That's
car.
a lot.
It's a lot of
That's
them.
enough. That's enough for us to just say
Backseat
you fuck
fucking.
bitches in the car.
Yeah, that's fine. But the other 20% sometimes I'll be in their crib or something like
Backseat
that.
passenger.
What the fuck is that?
Nigga, ace the law, bro. You acting crazy, bro.
Shit.
Just called the cop.
That's Chise car alarm. We fucking them bitches.
What you doing, yo?
I don't know what that was.
This nigga do got the fucking fraternal order of police on the back of his damn car.
Bro, you acting crazy. And your shirt say Ace
Definitely
Porter.
For sure.
Just not realizing that. You look
Yeah,
cop.
Yeah, nah.
Looking at him with the side eye.
Fuck out of here. Anyway.
No, what's your? I know you got another question. I know you got another question, right?
Shit.
Or you want me to come with a question?
Come on, a question. What you think?
Dave, you got any? You got
I
any?
ain't got shit, man.
No questions. Remember we was talking about this about we were talking about, me and Dave were talking about like homosexuality being like outside of the natural order of things. Remember we was talking about that? Where Dave feels as though I don't want to speak from like basically you said you felt I think Ace might have said the same thing. And I want your opinion on it though too, Rob. He said he feels as though it's something that I feel as though it's a choice. I think Ace was saying that he feels as though that it like a lot of people don't look at it like homosexuality is a choice. They feel as though that's just what they've always been attracted to. I feel differently. I feel as though that's I feel like that's something that's taught based off of your environment or
I used to feel like that.
what you picked up on. But go ahead, what you saying?
I did used to feel like that.
What changed
Well, I told you I had that conversation.
with your man?
No, he wasn't my man. I ain't
Oh,
know
all right,
from
my
Can of
fault.
Paint. I had that conversation with somebody who like identified as like transgender. I just wanted to get like a better understanding, you know what I'm saying, before I like kept just like maybe being ignorant about, you know what I'm saying, whether certain shit or whatever.
Right.
It was like the nigga always felt like a bitch, man. That's what he said. Like, and you know what I mean, not so many words. Like he always felt like a female. He's always been attracted to men. Like, and that just kind of changed my perspective. Like, well, damn, like maybe this nigga was like already as a young boy just looking at niggas like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and we can't help what we attracted to. You feel me? Like it's just like it's not like you can't explain why you like pussy. It's just like. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, why you like pussy? It's like, bro, it's fire. I don't know.
But-
Like, it's just fire. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But that's why I was saying I feel as though that's the natural. I feel as though that's always been the natural order from the beginning of the time. I feel as though homosexuality is something that was like manufactured, like and put in place.
Manufactured. I don't know about manufactured. I felt like just maybe like just people growing and you know what I'm saying?
evolve, though.
Yeah, like people do evolve. Like I said, like homosexuality has been around since, you know what I'm saying?
Beginning of the time.
Since the beginning of the time.
I don't
like,
know
you
about
what
it
I'm saying?
beginning
them
of
niggas
the
was
time.
probably- No, real shit. Like back in like the Roman Empire, it's like the Catholics and shit like that. That's why that kind of shit still happens to this day.
Was
Like,
that really the beginning of the time though?
Yeah, we about
yeah,
to get
it,
to a whole nother
it's like the beginning of like society time, like from when like shit started to be like kept like books and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like from where like shit we can trace back to. I feel like.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
that's fair.
like it. Yeah, bro. Like I don't know. Like if you was back then in that, like you was like keep it a bean. We don't know. Like we was back then in that time period. Like we didn't. Society just didn't exist. Like you know what I'm saying. Y'all gonna have to throw that out your minds right now. Like society itself does not exist. So you just wake up, and it's just the day. You don't got nothing to do. You don't got no fucking bills to pay. You just living your life. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what them niggas was doing. You know what I'm saying? But they just doing shit, trying shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they probably fucked around, tried some shit. It was like, it's all right. And then niggas was gay.
That's interesting.
Like keep it a buck, bro.
That's interesting.
Like imagine like none of this is here. This fucking mic not here. None of this equipment is here. Like none of it. Like none of it matters. Like the only thing you know is like I'm waking up and you just kind of like. You know what I mean? Like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just out and about. Like, there's nothing to do for the day. You probably done fucked all the bitches that's around. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Oh, that's interesting though. I mean, I don't feel as well. Like you said, tracing back and being able to like you said, like to go back into like to document, like you said, the Roman.
Yeah, them niggas used to fuck them young bulls, and it was like 14. Them grown ass niggas.
I feel like from the beginning of the time, I feel like it's always been about man and woman. I feel as though that's how the fucking world has evolved to what it is.
You're right.
That's just how. Like I feel as though homosexuality is a choice. I feel like it's some shit that was put in place at some point. I don't feel like it's always been this way.
All right, but you got to think about motherfuckers who are gay now, not motherfuckers who was gay and chose to do the shit back then.
I mean, it has to stem from somewhere though. But I understand where you're coming from. It has to stem from something.
But you can't tell me that this nigga who was 18 right now and all he knows that all his life he's been attracted to niggas that he made that choice. You can't put that choice on him. You got to, you know what I'm saying, put it back all the way to where the shit started. You can't put that on this nigga. He don't know nothing else. He just know he like what he like. Can't fault him for that.
Natural feeling is a natural feeling. It don't matter who you're attracted to.
Real shit.
Feeling, so.
Like we all energy, bro. You know what I'm saying? We all flesh. I mean, like, we all energy.
All energy.
This body,
this just the shell. Yeah.
This is flesh.
Like our spirits or our souls are talking to each other right now.
It's two different genres. So like, I don't know, man. Love just might be love for real. Like attraction just might be attraction. Like whether it's in the, you know what I mean, the male form or whatever the case may be. Like this niggas out here who just genuinely feel like they're women, bro. And just now we have the technology for them niggas to kind of like act on it. You feel me? Like
you feel the same way about women, like women who feel like they're men.
Sometimes,
transgenders can actually, have babies now. So.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's preposterous, man. Like this. It is. That's asinine, man. Like honestly, how you feel about this though, Rob? Like as far because I know you could go deep on this subject. Sure.
Always. I don't with the whole. I don't know, man. Like I kind of agree with what they saying. Like you can't really tell them because they like some of them have been. They claim they felt this way their entire life.
You don't feel as though it's a conditioning?
No, because what you can't like.
We all got a homie that's
she's saying like Kyrie,
that
bro.
Grew up in a household where it wasn't none of that. It wasn't none of that feminine shit going on. It was nothing. Like it was nothing that would even lead you to think.
Everybody's their own individual, bro.
Yeah, he was just him. He just him. Like, and that's just what he preferred.
And I'm not trying to point out, but like people were kind of like your attitude is the reason why like the dude in Philly just killed himself.
He ain't kill himself. We gotta stop spreading that narrative.
That's what I've heard. So what happened?
I know the narrative.
That's what you heard.
That's what they reported.
I know. That's what the media outlets and all that shit is doing.
So
like Bull's addicted. The Bull's addicted to pills. And he popped.
So he overdosed. Off
yeah,
of
OD. He popped one. You know what I mean? Like niggas.
So is that not killing himself?
No, it's not killing. He didn't kill himself because of what is being said. You know what I'm saying? Like I actually went to his quote unquote girl's page. You know what I mean? Like kind of just like looked at posts and shit like that. Kind of read some of the posts and shit like that. Like them niggas been fighting niggas. You know what I'm saying, for their relationship forever. You know what I'm saying? So like it's not like this last bully is like anything different. You know what I'm saying? Right. It was just the Bull got.
But do you think it contributed to? Because of the bullying, not just him, because there's plenty of people that, not just even him, there's plenty of people that killed themselves because of the same particular issue. Because
I had to be a fool. I'd have to be a complete idiot to say that it didn't play a factor. You know what I'm saying? I don't know for real. I don't know him. I don't know his bitch. I don't know the niggas who was bullying him.
I just feel like no matter what you know, who you're attracted to. You know, everybody should feel like, you know, they can be attracted to whoever they're attracted to. And whatever you do is what you do. I personally don't give a fuck what anybody do in their bedroom outside of my bedroom. So,
Right,
you know,
we only free to say this now though. Like this has only been like an accepted, you know what I'm saying, thing for like the past like what, going on 10 years maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like this hasn't, like homosexuality was like very, very frowned upon before this. You know what I'm saying?
It still is.
It is now. You know what I'm saying? Like we probably the last of the niggas who are gonna like be thinking this way because it's so much like you see they put it in kids shows and shit like that. Yeah, I mean they get the kids introduced to it early, like just the idea of like same sex. Yeah, I mean relationships and shit like that. Like
it's certain things like that. Like you know what I mean with them like forcing it in schools. Like
I don't think they forcing it. I think they're just trying to get them.
If it's a part of the, but that's the thing. If it's a part of the like the curriculum, that's some nut shit.
Curriculum, then I think it should be an optional course.
But history ties in with homosexuality though. So I mean.
But then again, it's racist, nigga. Hold on, like we being contradictory right now. It's racist niggas who was like, dog, why should my kid be forced to learn about these niggers' history? You know what I'm saying? Like when they started introducing that the same dumbass class we took every fucking year about the Underground Railroad and shit like that. Like it's racist niggas who felt like I don't want my fucking kid learning about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just the way that we feeling like, yo, I don't want these young boys learning about this gay shit this early. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the same. It's the same level. It's the same level though.
What age are they saying though?
I mean, whatever. I don't know the age for real. I only seen one incident where
like high school.
There was a girl suspended because she didn't want to take the gay class or whatever. Like I don't know if it was a fake article or not. I just seen a caption. You know what I'm saying? You know the internet nowadays is whatever.
So you basically feel like, yo, it's 2019, you know what I'm saying? Just get over it, you know what I mean? It's part
though, niggas is gonna be what they is, bro.
It should have never really been an issue. Like, you know what I mean? Like, with what somebody do behind their closed doors and who they love. Like,
she's like, fuck all that.
No, I never said that. You never heard me say. I just asked, was it something that was outside of the natural order? Like basically, when I said I feel like the natural order is man and woman being able to procreate. Homosexuality, I feel as though it's something that was pushed upon us. I don't feel as though it's like Dave said it was from the beginning of the time. But like my beginning of the time and his beginning of the time is probably two different things. And I respect. I say that with all due respect.
What are you thinking though?
I feel like beginning of time was before, like you said, it was like the Roman Empire and shit like that.
I'm not saying that that's the beginning of time. I'm just saying that that's my first knowledge of homosexuality.
Right, but that's what I'm trying to say. Even before that, we talked about this also on the pod before. Remember, I brought up Sodom and Gomorrah. That was, but that's what I'm saying. It all kind of ties into what you believe. Like if you know what I mean. Like if you believe in the Bible. And you follow the Bible, how the fuck can you possibly be for or pro homosexual? That's what I'm trying to understand.
Because God's or whoever created us has given us free will. That's why.
Right, but nevertheless, homosexuality is also condemned. Also, so it's kind of like
it's condemned in that man-made. Now, I'm not just trying to stick up for gay shit, but
I understand what you're saying.
It's like I can't. I like the Bible. I fuck with the Bible and all that, but I can't believe I can't believe most of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I just decipher it and try to like get the messages that niggas may have been trying to get across. But it's been altered so many different fucking times just to fit the narrative of what's going on at that point in time. I can't just Sodom and Gomorrah, I can't go back there right now.
Right.
I can't go back there and say that
it's nothing that's tangible. That's what you're trying to say. It's like it's just no tangible.
It's just be like niggas who wrote the Bible are niggas, so like they're flawed. You feel me? So like they're gonna they're human, so they're gonna write what they got feelings involved. They got like I'm not fucking with this nigga, so that's what I'm putting the book. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like it's not a true omnipotent, like you know what I mean, like all seeing, like you know what I mean?
Right.
It's not that. So like
y'all just feel as though the Bible is just manufactured from beginning to end.
Nowadays, yes, in my belief, it's been changed too many times, bro.
It might be some things to take from it, like just like any.
Bro, they come out with new versions of the Bible. Like, why is there a 2019 Bible? Like, that's fucking
have no
crazy,
clue.
bro.
I get what you're saying, but no, I've never like read it and based how I'm gonna live the rest of my life off of it.
I think a lot of it is simplifying things for a lot of people. I don't necessarily agree with it because they do change, and but a lot of times people create that. They want to create that.
Can I ask you this real quick? Because you said you're the only one down here that identifies with being Christian. Why?
I just feel as though that I was at a place where I've always been spiritual, and I just wanted to. I want a little bit more structure as far as my life and as far as like my faith and giving it up properly and trying to learn. Now, as a Christian, I'm still open to learning different particular religions and figuring out where ultimately is the best place for me.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are you do you only identify as Christian because you just feel like that's what best identifies you?
For now.
So you know that.
So you're not fully Christian.
Yeah, so you're not fully Christian because you do have beliefs or whatever that what I'm saying, you might differ from, like, step by step Christianity.
The best way I can answer this question, because I'm not about to get into a bunch of religious questions, is the fact that the matter is.
We asked you too.
I'm just saying. There's not gonna be too many more, because
shit.
I'm me. Like what I'm saying. So I believe in God and I believe in Jesus, and like I said, I'm still learning and I'm still figuring things out. So that's why I'm not about to sit up here and go back and forth.
It wasn't even so much of a back and forth. I don't really know why you took it that way.
No. I'm just saying because I just know how the questions and stuff. I'm not. About
no, I'm confused because, like I said, us three we don't identify and attach ourselves with any sort of religion.
That's fine.
That's why I'm saying, with all due respect, this is why I have to ask you about this, and I don't want to turn into a religious debate either. I understand, but since we're talking about the Bible and like how you said you believe certain shit, like you pick and choose what you believe and what you don't believe in it, but that's supposed to be like y'all armor. That's a part of y'all armor, like that. Because I once studied Christianity. That's like y'all everything, the Bible. So that's why I was asking. I'm like, well, if you're Christian, it's like, how do you, like, even you have skepticisms about it, right?
Not skepticism. I just feel as though it's a lot of confusion based off of, because they keep bringing out different versions of the Bible. You don't know which way to go. Sometimes they say God. Sometimes they say
Jehovah.
God,
Some different shit, right?
Lord. It can be plenty different gods. It can be plenty different lords. Like the shit is mad confusing. So
right.
I understand. But like I said, I'm at a point in my life where I feel like I wanted to learn a little bit more about it, and I felt like in doing that,
it brought more structure.
Yeah, it brought more structure.
Okay.
And and I wanted to just study it and see where it goes. And I'm always open to figure out other different things and have conversations about that. But I'm still learning myself, so it's like you know what I mean.
So let me ask you this real quick: if you find another denomination or like a different type of religion that suits you, as far as how you got shit set, like, within your parameters, are you going to like ditch Christianity? Like or are you trying to combine it, like to figure out what's, you understand what I'm saying? You trying to combine knowledge from different, oh shit. I hit the popper stopper, I'm tripping. Are you trying to combine the knowledge from different religions, or are you just trying to find one set one?
I can't really answer that question, bro. I
okay.
One day at a time.
All right.
That's kind of like, I study, like the ones that I have studied. Like I said, like you can read. I haven't read the whole Bible, to be honest with you.
Right.
But
I don't think many people have. But yeah.
But you can.
Right.
People be talking like they did. So
they didn't. They frauding.
I give them the benefit.
They frauding. They frauding. Yeah.
But,
they definitely frauding.
Like you can take stuff from it. I think every religion has some like positive things that you can take something from. You know what I'm saying? But well, for me, it was almost like the opposite. Like I felt like, because you grew up, like, I mean, I was in the family that said they was Christian but didn't do none of the Christian shit.
Right.
So, but you still grow up thinking, okay, you maybe have to be this or have to be that, and then you start realizing all your homies or friends or other family members is turning Muslim, so you want to see what that's about.
Right.
Then you just start, and then you got Jehovah's Witness family members too. And I remember my cousin. I got a cousin that was Jehovah's Witness. She was coming over, and I thought we was just chilling. You know what I mean? Like, of course she was older, but she took me to the arcade one time and all this shit. Then she kept coming over and bringing this yellow book with the red letters.
That's how they get you.
And she would sit me down and read these stories.
That's how I got
It's like the first day, I'm like, all right, this ain't the arcade, but this cool. We still chilling. Second time, it was like the same time the next week.
The arcade.
And I'm like, all right. You know what I mean? She telling me the Adam and Eve, the apple stuff. I'm like, that's where I learned it. I'm she telling me the story. And then she was like, and this is why we hate Eve. Or we hate Adam. Or whoever she was talking about. Because whoever bit the apple or got somebody, she probably hate both of them.
Right.
She was like, I hate them. This is why we supposed to hate them. And you do not like them. You hate them because they are the reason we don't have eternal life. And after that, Joan, I was like, all right, grandma, tell her she can't come back.
Right.
She come back, and she came back the next week, like on the same time. I was like, yo, tell her I'm sick or something. Like,
Right.
my grandma ain't want that shit
Right.
anyway, because she's like,
I don't give a fuck. Right, yeah.
So I was like, so we just, she made up the lie for me, like, yeah, he tired, and she tried to come back the next week, but she called, and she was like, nah, I think he done with it. I was over that shit. I'm like, I can't, no disrespect to the religion, but I just.
She took you to Kingdom Hall?
No, I ain't go to no.
I went to Kingdom Hall. It was a fucked up experience, bro.
I got family that do, like my cousin. He was I guess was a Jehovah's Witness. He used to go to the halls all the time. My sister is a Jehovah's Witness actually.
Okay.
He used to go to the halls and all of this stuff, and then one day I guess he got caught having sex. He was like 19 or something.
Okay.
He got caught having
Your
sex.
cousin.
Yeah. And he's telling me this. He's telling me, he's like, yeah, man, I can't even be a Jehovah's Witness no more. They kicked me out. I'm like, what the fuck is this, a club? Like, like how you get kicked out? Ain't y'all supposed to be together through thick and thin?
He was trying to get
through spirit?
Yeah,
like,
I would have took the pussy over to Kingdom Hall for sure.
That's what he was doing. He was taking that joint and getting some fucking ass.
I would have took the pussy any day.
He got caught.
Right.
And he was telling me like how they snatched him up and held court and all it. He said all this Game of Thrones shit.
They had an arbitration. They had arbitration for him, yo.
He was like, they held court and they kicked me out. I'm like, what kind of shit is you into? Like,
Hear
what
ye,
is this?
hear ye. Right, hear ye.
It sounds like it's some Game of Thrones type
Right.
shit. Like, bro, I don't know what's going. Like, so he like, yeah, I can't be in it no more because I had sex and got caught before this and before that. I'm like,
He's still fucking bitches to this day, ain't he?
That's a whole nother story.
All right, never mind. All right.
But he is, but they light. But
That's real. Keep it a bean.
He said he is. They light.
fuck it. I mean, whatever. But I forgot what the point was. What were we talking about?
We was talking about the whole. You went on a fucking tangent.
Yeah, because it was crazy.
Yeah.
That shit started. But I forgot.
Yeah, but that's interesting. Well, because I know, Ace, I know you said you came from a family of Jehovah's Witnesses, right? Yeah. So I can't identify with that shit, man. Like I tried it. I think I told you. Remember I told you his name was Mr. Darnell?
Yeah, I remember because you was heavy into this shit. He's telling me I was gonna go to hell.
Yeah, I was drunk.
Like, he was on some shit. You know? He's like, he said, no, I can't fuck with it because it's secular. I don't fuck with nothing secular.
I was drolling.
It's
Real
secular.
shit. I was drolling.
Spazzing over
What
here.
is that?
You're right. I don't know what the fuck
Secular,
that
it means worldly, like anything worldly, like rap music, all that shit. Sex is all secular. Anything outside of like.
Man, you fucked up.
You still a virgin at this time?
Was I still a virgin? No.
What you talking about?
No. Because that's what I
just ran into somebody and then they kind of mentored him through it and got him, got him into it.
Oh, they had him like. Oh, okay.
It's kind of like a brainwashing joint. It's kind of like a cult.
MK Ultra.
It's fucked up. So I had to break from that shit. And I remember, I think Rob and everybody, like, they kind of fell off from, like, yo, Chise on some nut shit. Yo, you trying to come to Buffalo Wild Wings, bro? No, it's secular. Chicken is secular.
I was going to hell. He told me I was going to hell for everything. This wasn't a real long, like, period.
It wasn't long. Yeah, that's real shit. I'm surprised Rob actually fucking remember this shit. Real shit. It wasn't long. It wasn't a long period at all. It was like.
You ain't beat your dick while you was going through.
I was definitely beating my dick.
While you was going through all that shit, you was
secular.
Yeah. I think I still beat my dick.
Secular.
Well, once he left the crib, he was a whole fucking, like, I don't know, he was like a super Christian.
I remember that shit. This nigga Rob came and visited. He slid past the crib one day and I was on my porch. She was like, yo, Chise, what's the deal? I was like, yo, you go to church? I said some other shit. Rob was like, wait, what? Yo, we was young. We was like 20, 21. Like, niggas was not trying to hear that shit, bro.
Like, yo, hop in the wheel, we out. Like,
right.
You go to church?
Right.
What?
Bro, what?
Drawing, like, it was bad. It was bad, bro. It was bad.
You tell me, like, you prayed over somebody?
Yeah.
Or some crazy shit. Like,
Yo, it was bad. It was bad. Yeah, that was a fucked up. Yeah, that was a fuck. That's why I'm looking like, yo, that Jehovah's Witness shit. But it's fucked up. They kind of teach hatred in a sense. You see how, like, you just was saying, like, she was like,
me I should hate.
Yeah, they kind of teach hatred. It's kind of fucked up. Like, and they kind of like thumb their nose at Christians. It's kind of fucked up.
Away from it. Like, she scared me away from it.
Yeah,
I was good on it.
I don't. And with that being said, I want to actually talk to y'all about this. And I know me and Dave talked about this. We all actually talked about this. Do y'all feel like we're actually in a simulation? Like the world we live in is like a simulation?
Yes.
I know Rob feels that. You feel this way too, Dave?
Come on, man.
Honestly, like, do you feel like it's a made up world? What about you, Ish? Do you feel like it's, you know, it's simulation? Like where, like it's like a system. Like this shit was put in place, like for this shit to be like this. How society is.
When it comes to certain laws, certain things about our past that, you know, was unfortunate, but I feel like you're your own person, you know, you control your own destiny, and you know, you find your own happiness and you hold on to that, and you build your own life, you build your own success. That's my answer to that. I don't really focus about what other niggas is doing and you know, what's going on around too much. Like, I just feel like there's so many different ways to get money nowadays, and so
yeah.
Real right. Like, I just feel like there's so many different things that you can do. Like, and
but what was the?
Yeah, I ain't asked it. I'm saying, do you feel like do you feel like?
That nigga said, do we live in a situation? I just feel like there's so many ways.
Yo, it's always but that's a part of what the fuck I'm talking about. Your whole mind is on bread. Like, just always about.
It's not about just bread.
But no,
happiness.
all right.
When I do, I'm happy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, so you don't. Basically, do you feel like there's an end to? Do you feel like it's an end, or do you feel like, I know me and you talked about this. Like, do you feel as though like we're just stuck in some type of rat race?
I don't think so.
I feel like we are, but. I feel like this shit is a whole revolving door, me personally. But
it's one of them. What you think, Dave?
Huh?
Well, Dave, he pleaded the fifth. He said, "Come on, man, come on, Pop."
Come on, man.
But
Like,
no,
crazy.
but Rob, I want to hear what Rob has to say about this because me and him talk about this often too. How do you? I know you feel like we live in a simulation. Can you elaborate? Like,
Why not?
I'm just saying, like, why do you feel that way?
Throwing it out there, like, prove it's not. Like, one, like, if you really look at all of the things that's going on, like, really, prove it's not. Prove it's not a simulation. Prove it's not a fucking evolving video game or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what really, like, bro, it's so many. It's crazy to put. It's like hard to put this into like even words, really, because you got so many things that you can start with. You get what I'm saying? So when he say, "Come on, man," and he don't, it's like a fucking. You don't even know where to start.
Right.
You don't even know where to start, really. Like, so me personally, yeah, that's what I'm kind of leaning towards at this stage in my life. But, you know, like, that's what I say. Like, to anybody that don't really think so, just prove it's not.
You was gonna say something, Dave? No.
He ain't getting on this topic.
You staying away from it? I don't know. That's a good point, though. I mean, I'm starting to think that, though. I'm kind of starting to think it on some real shit. I'm starting to think because like I said, it kind of feel like The Sims, bro. Like, it kind of feel like The Sims. Like we're just like.
What's the purpose?
What's the fucking purpose, yo? And me and Ace was talking about this.
I think it's just an experience.
That's how I feel. Like,
it's just the human experience. You choose to live it how you choose to live it, and that's just what it is. We make the meaning out of it. It really means.
That's what I just said.
No, you said nigga, it's so many avenues to get paper and
outside of that, you just focus on one aspect that I said.
Right.
I said that you create your own life, you create your own like happiness, and I feel like once you got that, I feel like everything else will fall into place. Like,
what's your end game?
I'm already living my dream. Or live my dream, being my own boss. I just want to be in a situation where, you know, I can leave something to my children. Pretty much it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some type of real estate, some type of something to where they won't necessarily feel like they need a job. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they got their own particular business and, run it how they want to run it and have options. So that's pretty much what my thing is. And in the meantime, just enjoy the simple shit. Enjoy what we doing now. Enjoy, how I get my bread. Enjoy my, my family, et cetera, et cetera. Like, it's real simple.
Could you picture your life without money?
Yes, because money is not. You need money to maneuver to a certain extent, but money isn't everything. So
It's the experiences you get from money.
yeah.
Right.
It's just an experience. It ain't really.
Me and Rob, we've been in New York, didn't really do too much, and we had time of our lives. Like, so it's never really about like money, shit like that. Like,
Yeah, that's facts.
so it's just
Ain't
like,
do much. Had the greatest time.
that's what I'm saying.
So,
Like, it's like you don't remember like the money that you spent for the particular thing, but you remember like the day, the experience, whatever you had that particular day. So, yeah, I feel like people don't know how to.
that's something that we
find
make important.
happiness.
Money. Humans make that.
Yeah, humans make that important. I agree.
Yeah,
Paper.
So it's just the. No, go ahead. What you was about to say?
None. I wasn't. I just said it's just paper. So
I feel as though money is it's only important as you make it. It's like a double-edged sword with money though. It's like it's a gift and a curse. It's like I feel as though it's obviously you need it like y'all was just saying you need it to like advance your life, but it's also a real divisive fucking thing too. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like how people just get like killed for this shit, and basically your worth is like contingent on how much money you either have or don't.
Oh man,
not necessarily.
It is to a lot of people, bro. Like to Americans, bro. If like that's why French Montana made that song. If you ain't got no paper, you ain't popping. You see you understand like the psyche of that? Like basically if you don't have listen, I know you're not with that, but I'm just saying you gotta understand the collective of how people feel. Really though.
Nah, the perception of having money. Niggas be faking it until they make it.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. So
But
it's not about having.
It's the perception, but also these same people that do fake it take their lives for not having it. Also, a lot of the times.
I think it's just entertainment. People just do shit just for entertainment, just for shits and giggles for the most part. I just feel like it is what you feed into it. If you don't pay it no mind, then it's just like this shit on. But motherfuckers pay it mind because we live in an ignorant ass world. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think everybody want to get money. Everybody got their own reasons to why they want to get it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of niggas on some nigga shit. There's some people that want to invest. There's some people that want to just take care of their family. You know what I mean? It just depends on the person. It depends on, what's the intentions of, getting the money or how you get the money or what you choose to do with the money. Like,
But for you to say that you feel as though that the shit isn't contingent on whether or not you have money, that's very false. And the reason why I say that is because we walk past people that's at Wawa every day that don't have money, and they're labeled as bums. That's a specific title that's labeled and placed on those people because they don't have it.
What I'm saying is everybody's not like that. There's some people that are. Some people that
I understand that, but you got to understand what I'm trying to say.
Like,
We could all us four could, like I said before on a previous podcast, majority rules. It's fucked up, but we live in this type of world. It could be 10 people in here. Us four could be like, nah, that's not that important. But then you got six other people who say, yeah, it is important. Money is that important. Whereas those, blah 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 blah. Basically saying, yeah, you're saying that
50-50.
Yeah, you're saying that people's worth in this society, in this country, really the world, but definitely this country in particular isn't contingent on whether or not you have money.
50-50.
You feel as though it's 50-50?
Yeah, I feel like so.
I feel as though it is way more than that. I feel as though it's higher because people will crucify you when you don't have money, but when you do have money, you're glorified. So you got to understand how people think. Once you understand human psychology, you'll really understand how the fuck this world works.
I understand. I just feel like it's 50-50. I just agree.
I
fuck is you, Robin Williams?
I fully understand.
Right.
Say that.
So yeah, like I was saying, I feel as though you said it's 50-50. I feel as though it's higher than that.
Dave.
What?
Never mind.
But Rob, real quick, and we because we gonna end it off. We gonna cap it off with at after this. But Rob, how do you feel about that? Real quick, do you feel as though people place a huge value, like you said, a huge value on money? Like it depends. Like we create that. So and do you feel as though people's worth is, especially men, like our whole. That's why dudes be having so much of a huge ego and shit when they do get money or when they, shit like, because it's like you're placed on, you know what I mean? You're placed at the top, basically depending on, like how we was talking about Conor. Like being as though Conor got this huge fucking check from the Mayweather fight, it's like, yo, his stock rose. And it's like before that, I know me and you was talking about this on the phone. When Conor was making his up climb in the UFC, he was humble. He wasn't the same. He was humble. He was more humble. He wasn't the same guy. So basically, he got the money, and now it went to his fucking head. That's what I'm trying to say. Money actually does, in this world, it determines your fucking worth, whether or not we want to accept that. That's just how I look at that.
Well, I don't. That's like you gotta care what people are talking about. If you're talking about just like what like people talking about your money or just what your
money
status is.
Yeah, money don't be shit, man. The more like you around.
But my fault.
Brett, talk what you're saying.
Nah, it just make life better. That's all. Like in this life that's set up, how the world is set up, currency. Just
so let me say this.
More currency makes your life better.
Let me say this. If so, Dave, you feel that way, or even Ace. So you feel as though if both of y'all niggas went bankrupt today or tomorrow, do you feel as though the same people that are around y'all right now will actually still fuck with y'all?
Yep.
You feel like the same people?
I don't fuck with too many people.
Nigga, it's you. The fuck you talking about? You ask yourself that.
What you mean?
Nigga, I'm hanging around you. The fuck?
Right.
Yeah, I understand. I'm talking about outside of us. Like that's what I'm trying to say.
Ain't too many outside.
Yeah.
Family.
Yeah, I don't really have family.
So you feel as though your family would still fuck with you, whether or not, like if you went totally broke and you just was like homeless, you feel as though your family would still be in your corner, thick and thin.
Yeah, like I wouldn't. I mean, I would regret going back to somewhere, but I know the option is there.
And you feel as though, Ace, you feel like they would too.
Absolutely.
How about you, Rob? No, yes, no.
Like, I mean, it depends on who you consider family. Like, when you say family, you mean like the people that share your blood or the people that are your family now that you put in your inner circle, things like that. Because those people, like
the family you were born into.
I wouldn't. Me personally, I wouldn't depend on it. Like, the people I've gone through a bad period, and the people that I feel like are gonna be there until the end of either their or my life is gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they already proved it. So I don't, So I don't think about it no other way. Like, I think that's really just the only way I think about it. I already know who's gonna be there someday at this table. You know what I mean? Niggas right here, and a couple others, but they already proved that to me. So I don't think about everybody else really. Like, it's some people that I'm just friends with that I have we don't have the same blood or anything, and I feel like we more, we bond deeper than some of the people in the real, that you were born into.
Mm.
All of that don't really matter. You determine who your family is at the end of the day. You realize that situations teach you that. So, yeah.
Well said.
I know who with me and who not.
Well said. So we're gonna cap it off right there. We're gonna end it off right there. That's where it's at.
Hold up.
Track.